So tonight I'm going to take a look at Snake River Zonker Stout out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And I got a couple of these, might even have been a few of these, and this is the last man standing I saved for you guys. It's 6% alcohol by volume. Named for a highly effective fishing fly, Zonker is a rich, well-balanced foreign-style stout formulated with a huge amount of roasted barley as well as chocolate, black, and caramel malts. The intense roast character is the main attribute of this black-colored beer. A 6-time medalist at the Great American Beer Festival and a 4-time medalist at the World Beer Cup, Zonker has been recognized time and again as one of the world's best stouts. So I'm really grateful for beer companies that put the information about the type of stouts or types of beers that they're doing. I'm sorry, and I read this and now I've forgotten. What did it say? Foreign style stout. Okay, so we're gonna put this into dark British beer category, which is awkward, and then 16D, the style foreign extra stout. Okay. What did I say? 6% alcohol by volume? Yeah, 6% alcohol by volume. So the range for this style is 6.3 to 8%. So this is actually a little bit on the low end for this particular style, which I think is interesting. These styles just got mixed up, so I think there can be some confusion sometimes. Let me look real quick. Interestingly enough, the American Stout category is 5 to 7%, which seems to fit this a little bit better. So I feel like it might take some investigative work to figure out how to best categorize this. It might be an American Stout, and it might be a foreign extra stout. But since they said foreign stout, we will put it against that first. So of course, in a stout, we're always looking for high roasted grains, like a burnt kind of roast quality. Sometimes people equate it with coffee and burnt notes. And I definitely get that out of here. It almost has a smokiness to it. Which maybe can be called earthy. Very interesting, almost spicy. So definitely black. Pretty much no light comes through this thing. Like the last millimeter has a little bit of a red tinge to it. Definitely poured with a good head. And it's creamy, off-white, no, even light brown. Creamy, and persisting. Keep getting locked out of my phone. Okay. Dang security. Okay, so flavor. Very interesting. It definitely has a smoky quality to it. Distinctly smoky. So in the extra stout category, we're looking for, high roasted grain and malts with coffee, chocolate, lightly burnt grain character without a sharp bite. And it definitely doesn't have a sharp bite, but it is distinctly smoky. It's not terribly bitter, and the hoppiness, if any, is earthy or there's a little bit more coffee kind of flavor. I feel like I need to drive on over here to the American Stout category. Um, Very interesting. And neither style calls for like a smokiness, um, but that in the American version, we're going to get more of that American hops quality out of it. So something kind of citrusy or resinin-y. Um, so I feel like I guess if we're going to have to qualify that smokiness as something, then it's probably earthy hops. But I feel like I don't get that smoky smell out of the. I don't get a smoky aroma, but definitely a smoky flavor. Very nicely done, though. This kind of smokiness, I think, is um, a little different from the style than what I would be expecting. Um, but maybe that's just I'm getting like a burnt kind of toastiness out of it, and for me, I'm getting smoke. Um, but very good beer, very drinkable, and I think it's the fact that I had to save one in order to do the review. I've enjoyed drinking it, and so it's gotten very good reviews everywhere that it's gone to. Um, Dark, moderately strong, fairly dry stout with prominent roast flavors. I mean, that pretty much describes this beer. Um, so, about this particular style, the foreign extra stout, also known as a foreign stout, export stout, foreign export stout, historic versions before World War I at least had the same original gravity as domestic extra stouts, but had a higher alcohol by volume because it had a long secondary with Brettanomyces chewing it away at it. The difference between domestic and foreign versions were the hopping and length of maturation. So, stronger stouts brewed for the export market today. This is history. Stronger stouts brewed for the export market today, but with a history stretching back to the 18th and 19th centuries when they were more heavily hopped versions of stronger export stouts. Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, originally West India Porter, later Foreign Double Extra Stout, was first brewed in 1801, according to Guinness, with extra hops to give a distinctive taste and longer shelf life in hot weather. This is brewed today in Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean. It currently makes up about 40% of all the Guinness brewed around the world. Foreign extra stout, which comes in a bottle. I don't think it's even nitrous tapped. Has this very distinct flavor to it, and is really one of the name styles commercial examples. But this is a pretty good beer. Very well done, and enjoyable. The alcohol content for this beer actually is interesting, since it seems to be low for the foreign stout but high for the American stout. So it's probably a good combination of those two styles, really. But very drinkable. I'm so glad that I found it again. This one came in my Tavor shipment because I would not have gotten a beer out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming otherwise. So if you have tried this before, share with me down below what you thought about it and where you were able to find it so we can share with others. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night.